Welcome to Oklahoma City, home of the Thunder. This young, exciting team has been so much fun to watch all season long. But tonight, they face the pressure of an elimination game as the Lakers lead the series 3-2. Let's get set for Game 6. To a sold-out Ford Center with what many consider the loudest, most energetic crowd in the NBA. They love their Thunder, and what a season the Thunder has given them. But tonight could be the final game of this terrific season for Kevin Durant and his teammates. Here in Game 6, they trail the best-of-7 series 3-2. A Thunder victory would force a Game 7 on Sunday in Los Angeles. The winner of this series plays the winner of Utah, Denver, Phoenix, and San Antonio, already advancing to the second round. Good evening, everyone. Along with Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Breen on hand. Lisa Salters with us as well. Couldn't ask for a better crowd at an NBA playoff game. And they're so excited about this Thunder team that has exceeded expectations all season long. And they've been terrific in the series. But they got hammered, Jeff, in Game 5, and they have to bounce back. You always like to say in big games like this, your star players have to play like stars. That means Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook have to come to play.
Well, for Durant and Westbrook to be efficient offensively tonight, the Thunder have to get back to defending like they can. If they're playing against a set defense the entire night, Westbrook and Durant are too easy to guard because of the length of the Lakers. They've got to force misses, they've got to get out in transition, and they've got to attack the basket.
Meanwhile, for the Lakers, they found the perfect formula in Game 5 in the blowout victory back in Los Angeles, and that's pound the ball inside. Pau Gasol and Andrew Bynum were absolutely dominant.
Well, a simple theory. If you're the two best big guys in a series, act like it and give Gasol and Bynum a lot of credit. They certainly stepped up on both ends of the floor and dominated the paint area, whether it be rebounding or scoring in the interior. Outstanding job, and if the Lakers are to win tonight, it's going to have to be some of the same stuff.
Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. Brought to you by Hertz. And for the visitors, of course, Kobe Bryant, last two games, 13 points and 12 points. Gasol and Bynum certainly making up the slack in Game 5. Derek Fisher starting to shoot the ball well. Artest has been very strong defensively for the Lakers. And for the Oklahoma City Thunder, we talked about Westbrook and Durant. Both Green and Sefolosha are shooting under 30% for the series. They don't need huge games, but they certainly need to be more efficient. As we're set to go for the opening tip in a series that has seen the home team win all 5 games, as they'll jump it up again. In fact, the last 2 games, Game 5, a blowout for the Lakers in LA. Game 4, a blowout for the Thunder here in Oklahoma City.
Mike, there are very few series over the course of the NBA where it's just been win at home and advance. At some point in most series, you have to win on the road.
Gasol's first shot way off the mark. Maynard Kristich the rebound. And again, this crowd should certainly fire up the Thunder early. Durant's first shot misses. They won't sit until the Thunder score their first bucket. Everybody compares it to a great college crowd. It's one of the best NBA playoff crowds you can imagine. Bryant's first shot blocked by Sefolosha. And you mentioned defense, Jeff. During the regular season and here in this playoffs, for the most part, they're one of the best defensive teams in the NBA.
Without question. They play a great team concept. They help. They keep the ball out of the paint, and that ignites their transition game.
Kristich left open. Gets it to go for the first bucket. And Mark, we see Russell Westbrook guarded by Kobe Bryant. Once again, it was effective in Game 5. How much of an impact did it have on Westbrook?
Well, I don't think much at all. Give Kobe Bryant credit as Fisher misses the jump shot. He paid attention to detail and forced Westbrook to beat him from the perimeter, not allowing him to get into the paint.
Westbrook from the perimeter there, off the mark. And for For Oklahoma City, a key is the start. In 3 of the 5 games in the series, they've been down by double figures in the first quarter, including Game 5, where they trailed 10-0 and missed their first 13 shots from the field. Bryant with Cephalosha still on in. Gets inside and gets it to go. Bryant only took 9 field goal attempts in the last game and only 10 in the game before. Durant with Artest guarding in. Durant turns, shoots off the mark, out of bounds. Laker ball. Durant is averaging almost 25 a game, but he's only shooting 38%. How good has Artest's defense been?
He's been very good. A lot better than I thought he would be against Kevin Durant, because this is not the old Ron Artest. This is a guy with a lot of miles on his body, but he has done an outstanding job of defending Kevin Durant, keeping a body on him. I think they're doing a poor job not allowing him to move without the basketball.
Tough to stop Bynum when he gets it in that deep.
They did a good job bringing the ball back out high to form a triangle and then catch in the paint. Those paint catches are impossible to guard.
Durant draws the foul. Derek Fisher gets called for the block. And Durant, who's been shooting and making 8 free throws a game in this series, will go for the first 2. Kevin Durant, talking to him earlier today, said the game plan for Game 6, stick to our concepts. Play hard and share the ball. That's what they've talked about all season long.
And you can tell early on, Coach, the game plan also is pushing the ball off missed shots. They're doing a great job of pushing the ball, getting the ball in the hands of Westbrook, and they're off to the races. That's when they're going to get their best offense.
Without question, you allow Gasol and Bynum, 2 7-footers, to clog the paint, and then you have Artest, Bryant, and Fisher defending hard. It's going to be hard in the half court to get quality shots.
Gasol on the drive, kicks it out to Fisher. Artest finally found the stroke from three-point land in Game 5. He was miserable the first 4 games, but again, his defense has been excellent. Bynum, little spin move, and the soft touch from Andrew Bynum. When you consider he missed the last 13 games of the regular season with that left Achilles strain, he's been very, very strong in coming out in the playoffs.
Great hands, can finish at the rim, and then feels extremely comfortable on the block, catching and making plays.
Green, the drive, can't finish, but Christian's right there. He misses the layup. And Bynum the rebound. 2 shots from point-blank range. Bryant, jump shot. Knocked away by Bynum and picked up by Westbrook. Durant blocked from behind by Artest. And Thunder ball.
And Mike, the last possession by the Lakers, I think Gasol, as he trailed in, should be screening on the ball for Bryant more. I think the Bryant-Gasol pick and roll is nearly impossible to guard when you surround him with shooters and another big guy like Bynum. I don't think they do that quite enough.
Durant, that one halfway down, in and out. The Thunder, right now, have been the worst shooting team in the playoffs thus far, are 1 of 8 from the field. To Gasol, that basket will not count. A foul on the pass. It goes against Cephalosha. You know, we talk so much about the Thunder defense, but the Laker defense, that's a big part of why they won 57 games, and their defense has been outstanding at times in the series.
And to me, the reason why their defense has been outstanding is in this series, their best defense is their offense. When they're patient on the offensive end, that's when they're able to get back in transition and have the initial line of their defense.
Bryant goes right at Kristaps, Bynum the rebound, throws it back up to Salkamp, and it's tipped in. It's too much size for the Lakers.
Well, especially when there's penetration. So Kobe Bryant misses the shot, but that penetration as the bigs for Oklahoma had to come to help, ignited the second shot.
Green can't connect. Green, who's had such a fine season, shooting just 29% from the field in this series. Pass kicked, so the Lakers will take it out of bounds.
Well, the drive by Bryant off the pick and roll with Gasol leads to help, which leads to 2 7-footers playing volleyball with the ball really, to me, in the cylinder, and could have been basket interference.
Test. Bryant the extra pass. Fisher for 3. That's good. Derek Fisher struggled the first couple of games, but is starting to find his shot. And once again, an early lead for the Lakers. And Scott Brooks calling a timeout.
See good ball movement by the Lakers. Great job of unselfish play. Derek Fisher all by himself in the corner. Lakers on a 7-0 run. Up 11-4 and rolling early.
Welcome back to Game 6 here at Oklahoma City. Lakers once again an early lead. As we said at the top, the home team has won every game in this first-round playoff series. Started at the Staples Center. Bynum got off to a good start. Durant in his first playoff game struggled. And Lakers won the opener 87-79. Then in Game 2, Kobe Bryant went off for 39 points. Thunder had their chances but couldn't win. And then they came back here in Game 3. Trailing by 11. Halfway through the third quarter, the Thunder exploded, especially with their defense down the stretch. They got their first playoff win. And then in Game 4, the blowout victory, wire to wire, followed by the Game 5 dominance by the Lakers. And here we are in an elimination game for this young Thunder team. But Mark, all season long, they have not seemed fazed by any type of pressure. Is this a little different?
Well, this is a little different because you're playing against the world champ. You're talking about a young team that has not experienced this type of moment before. And what they have to realize is they've got to get some stops and then get some easy baskets to make life easier for them offensively.
Durant too strong. Gasol already with 6 rebounds. Durant 0 for 5 to start. The Thunder 1 for 10.
That was a very well executed out of timeout play. And for Oklahoma City to win, Durant's got to knock those shots down.
Bryant falling away. Tough shot. Won't go, but he got hit. And Kobe Bryant will shoot 2 free throws.
Well, you can't execute much better than this. They ran a decoy pick and roll. Got Durant right at 17 feet. No one in front of him. Those are the shots Kevin Durant can make and has to make.
Cephalosha picks up his second foul, so he'll come out as Nick Collison's going to come in. Bryant to the free throw line. The last 3 games, he's taken 9 total free throws. He's not been getting to the line, doing a lot more passing. Again, 12 and 13, each of the last 2. Those are the free throw numbers. In fact, the last game, he had more assists than field goals. There's no question, you guys have talked about this, not only in the playoffs, regular season. He is not 100%, you can tell.
Well, he's not. You can't make an excuse for it also because here's a guy that he's destroyed guys that wasn't 100% of time. So in all fairness, it all balances out. But give him credit. I believe what he's doing is waiting for the moment. There's going to be times during the course of this postseason where he's going to have to carry this team. He is reading it, measuring it, and allowing other guys to win ball games until that moment comes.
Never brings up the injuries, never uses it as an excuse. The knee and the finger of the 2 tough ones. Nice pass, Green to Tristich.
In this lineup for Oklahoma City, with Cephalosha out, forces Fisher to guard a primary scorer. So now they put him on Green. They post Green up, they double team, and that's what opened up the floor for the layup.
Artest fires away. That's a 2 from Ron Artest.
And he played very well. And it started on the defensive end, taking the challenge, guarding arguably one of the, well, not arguably, one of the toughest matchups in basketball and doing an outstanding job of making them work.
Green draws the foul. This is what you said, Jeff, taking advantage of that mismatch as Fisher picks up his second foul. Let's listen to the Scotty Brooks huddle.
Offensively, we missed a couple easy ones. We're all right. We got that out of us. Now let's just play our basketball. Be aggressive. Be aggressive with your decisions. Keep attacking the basket. Keep attacking the basket.
You know, interestingly enough, you take a look at Phil Jackson as Lamar Odom is about to enter the ball game. And coming into the ball game, matching up, going big also. So Derek Fisher exits the ball game, and now Oklahoma City has a big lineup that they're going to have to match up.
Look for the Lakers. You've got Odom, Bynum, and Gasol. It's just impossible to match up with those 3.
What's interesting, though, for me is this is the versatility of the triangle triple post offense. Because guys are now interchangeable, you can start to take advantage of matchup problems. So Westbrook now is guarding Artest. You can get him into the post without running a set play to him.
Also, it leads to the versatility of players. You have Artest, Odom, and Bryant, three guys that can handle the backcourt position and run the offense.
Odom in and out. Dallas in the rebound. Oklahoma City shooting under 40% as a team in these playoffs. Just have not been consistent, although they're the best free throw shooting team in the playoffs. Kristich gets it to go. And Kristich has 6 early points. Some unexpected offense from Maynard Kristich. He can score. He's always had a nice touch for a big man. Durant's guarding Bryant. Gasol fouled, and Durant with his first. Lakers will take it out. We saw Durant guard Kobe Bryant quite a bit at the end of game 3 and really shut him down in the fourth quarter. Bryant was very complimentary on Durant's defense down the stretch of that game. And then they've since been calling Kobe Bryant Kobe Nash. Teammates teasing him because of his passing as opposed to shooting last couple of games. Collison on Gasol. Westbrook with the strip, but he reached in. First foul on Westbrook. And for Oklahoma City, it's their 14th foul. Westbrook's not saying anything, so you get the feeling he hit him. Yep. Durant didn't like the call, but Westbrook just turned and walked away.
You know, interesting thing to me, I live in LA and I watch this Lakers team all year long. When you look at this lineup, I don't recall seeing this lineup on the floor all season long for Phil Jackson.
Shot blocked, and they're going to call a jump ball. Green blocked Bynum's first shot.
And what this unit doesn't have is spacing. Lamar Odom has a 3. To me, he has all of his advantages at the floor as Gasol drives it, and a good block by Jeff Green to force the jump ball. But this LA team offensively, to me, doesn't have that spacing shooting element that they normally have with Fisher on the floor.
Green almost wins the tip. Odom rushed it, and Kristich the rebound. Kristich has come out strong with 6 points and 3 boards. Westbrook spinning in, flips it up, and banks it in. Ready play from Russell Westbrook.
And I'll say another thing. Very rarely does Phil Jackson match up with the opponent's lineup. This is one of the few times I've ever seen him do it.
Odom for 3. Lamar Odom knocking it down. Lead back up to 6. Kristich open. Now Gasol cleaning up the boards here in the opening period. He's got 7 rebounds already, and you still have 4 minutes to play in the period. Of course, when your opponent misses so many shots, you're going to get some more. Bryant in and out. Got about 4 shots from both teams go in and out. Durant strides and draws the foul.
Taking a look at Oklahoma, and it's clear if they want to win this ball game, they're going to have to continue to get stopped because that's when their offense is in full effect. Being able to push the ball off of missed shots and good things happen. When there's a chess match, they lose because they have the inability to run their half-court set effectively against this Laker defense.
Well, you think about it, Oklahoma City doesn't have a post-up threat, so they need to have transition offense. Here, Gasol makes a horrible gamble. And right there, hey, Durant's got to finish. If they want to win, Durant has got to finish. That should be a 3-point play.
The City hits a pair of free throws. Durant, an incredible free throw shooter. Led the NBA in free throws made and attempted and shot 90%. His great numbers considering how many free throws he took. Chance of defense here at the Ford Center. Artest with Westbrook on it, falling back, can't get it to go. Green tips it, saved by Durant. Gang rebounding for Oklahoma City against this huge lineup. Durant, nice crossover. Green, that's a 3. And here comes Bryant. Durant already has a foul on him, and Bryant, nice left-hand move.
That's the aspect of Jeff Green's game that's got to improve. That was great offense by Durant. Found the open man. He's got to be able to stick that corner 3, just like Westbrook stuck that mid-range jump shot.
And I like what Westbrook did there. Bryant daring him to be a jump shooter, gets to the foul line and takes the jump shot that he wants.
And Phil Jackson wants a timeout. And here is the first of what we expect many standing ovations for the Thunder. a 4-point lead. 3 minutes to go in the first. Let's take a look at who's primed to perform, presented by Gatorade. It's 21-year-old star Kevin Durant, who had such a great regular season, led the league in shooting and led the league in scoring, shot 48%, but he's had his struggles at times, Mark, here in this series.
And there's good struggles and then there's bad struggles. You talk about how he started this ball game on the block. That's a quality look, just a missed shot. Curling on the offensive end. Wide open jump shot. Misses it. Continues to run off a timeout. A set. Gets a wide open look again. And then in transition, this should be a three-point play. Instead, it's 2 free throws. But if you're Kevin Durant, you're getting good looks. Continue to be patient and trust your game.
And one thing he has not done, he's not let his shooting affect the rest of his game. In fact, he was talking about how one thing he's learned in the playoffs, he's learned from watching other players and talking to other players, is that if you're not scoring, there are other ways to help your team win. He never hangs his head when he's not shooting the ball well.
Well, he has the talent, Mike, to impact the game in so many ways. He's a terrific rebounder. He's an improved passer, and he's a much improved defender. So he doesn't have to be one-dimensional. He's a multi-dimensional player.
Speaking of improved defenders, Serge Ibaka has come into the game, a terrific young player from the Congo. He's done an excellent job on Lamar Odom. As Gasol's shot won't go, tipped by Artest misses, and there's Durant, who's averaging 8 rebounds a game in this series. Westbrook again on the pull-up. Looks smooth and confident there.
And that's why what I like Westbrook said. People gave credit to Kobe Bryant and the job he did defensively. Westbrook got wide open looks, just didn't knock him down. Kobe Bryant was following the game plan. Same type of defense. The difference is Westbrook is stepping into those jump shots with confidence, understanding how you're going to defend me. You dare me to shoot the basketball, well, I'm going to step in rhythm and trust my game. Good job of executing what the defense is giving.
You see, I agree with you. That's the right shot for Westbrook. It's also the right defense by the Lakers, because you cannot withstand his attacks of the rim. You can't stop both, so you have to entice him to shoot that mid-range jump shot.
Gasol to the line. Gasol averaging just under 20 a game and 11 rebounds a game in this postseason. Puts the Lakers up by 3, 2.5 to go here in the first. Westbrook tries again. Ibaka, nice move and banks it in. Serge Ibaka, the rookie, who's getting more polished offensively, no more for his defense, but he's seen the ability to put it on the floor and knock down shots.
This guy's a player. He's not a defender. He's just a player.
Another one of this terrific young roster, the youngest team in the NBA, going up against the defending champs in the first round. Bryant misses. Ibaka the rebound. Under 2 to play here in the opening period. Inside, Collison blocked by Odom. Collison comes right back. And the Thunder regain the lead. An 8-1 run. James Harden has also come in for Oklahoma City. Gasol catches it down low.
And to me, when you front the post, you've got to take away that pass to the corner. You've got to deny it so they can't use the corner and then throw it up over the top to Gasol.
Good initial defense from Bryant. Westbrook goes right back and gets to the goal. Boy, Russell Westbrook turning it around after that subpar Game 5. He's been superb here to start Game 6.
He is in an attack mode, putting the ball on the floor, making plays, whether it be for himself via jump shot or for his teammates.
Bryant draws the foul and one. Got the contact on Collison and a chance for a three-point play.
Tough move by Bryant, sending a message. This is not just going to be the Russell Westbrook show. You guys are going to have to defend me on the other end. Talk about strength, balance, ability to take the hit and still finish in traffic.
So 2 on Collison, 2 on Cephalosha. Kristich will return for Oklahoma City. And Bryant much more aggressively looking for a shot than he did in the past 2 games. Here to start this one.
reading an article, and crowd noise has no impact on free throw shooting. So you're just wasting your time and energy.
How do they measure that?
I don't know. But I was reading an article.
Are you just going to take the word of the author? Are you kidding me? You're better than that.
Durant inside, rushed it, gets it back, lost it to Kristich. Nated Kristich with a huge first quarter. Also got fouled. He's got 8 points, 5 rebounds.
Big body, active in the interior, not just falling in love with watching his star player make a play, but pursuing the basketball. Gets the offensive board and the putback.
He's already exceeded his numbers so far in this series. He's done it here in the first quarter. He's one of the old guys on this team, 26. His 6th year out of Serbia, 2nd year with Oklahoma City. Was a very good player for the New Jersey Nets before a very bad knee injury. And he's done a solid job as their starting center. Bryant shot blocked by Durant. Bryant gets it back. Shot clock did not reset. Bryant gets inside, misses it. Gasol can't get it to go. And the Thunder will hold it for the final shot of the opening period. Westbrook pulls up. And Bryant, not a bad attempt. And that will end the first period. Kobe Bryant and Russell Westbrook getting hot starts. Bryant not shooting the ball, but Westbrook so confident after struggling in Game 5. It's an elimination game here tonight in Oklahoma City. Meanwhile, the Thunder trying to force a Game 7, which would be Sunday in LA. First quarter complete as the Thunder have the lead.
Welcome back to Oklahoma City, where the Lakers are down by 1. Phil, you guys were up 9 in that quarter. What changed for you guys?
Well, they brought a big lineup in and it effectively changed the game.
Russell Westbrook essentially shut down with Kobe Bryant guarding him in Game 5. 8 points for Westbrook in that quarter. What's different tonight?
I thought their screens, they had a little deeper. Yeah, the open shots from the elbows.
Thanks for your time, Mike.
All right, Lisa. And Russell Westbrook is not tentative. Mark, he said that. He was a little tentative in Game 5. How many times do you think in his entire basketball career he ever felt that he was tentative?
I don't think often, but I think sometimes as a young player, you get caught up in the moment, trying to be too perfect and too fine. I think he's realized today, let me let my head down and play the game of basketball, the thing I know how to do best.
Eric Maynor, his backup is in there. Kristich misses. Ball battled for. Odom comes out with it. So it's Harden, Ibaka, Maynor, and then 2 starters, Kristich and Green for Oklahoma City. Jordan Farmar and Shannon Brown, plus Luke Walton out there for the Lakers with Bynum and Odom. Good entry pass from Walton, and Bynum is fouled. Let's listen to a Scotty Brooks huddle.
Guys, great basketball. That's the way to start a basketball game. The intensity, that's playoff basketball. That's what we got to do for 36 more minutes. Guys are doing a terrific job.
The NBA Coach of the Year has been so positive with this young team. Demanding, but positive. Pass, or the foul on the pass, not on the shot, so they take it out of bounds. That's a 2-pointer from Shannon Brown. Lakers still trying to get some more consistent effort from their bench.
That's why I really like the huddle wired by Scotty Brooks. Sending a message to his guys. We're not going to knock out the champ. If we're going to beat them, we're going to decision.
Oh! Ibaka with the rejection off the glass. Brown couldn't save it. Ibaka, one of the leaders in the NBA playoffs in rejections. He had 7 in a game earlier in this series.
This is how you do it. Continue to look at the energy and hustle. Never quit on the play. Therefore, coming up with a big-time shot block.
Harden kicks it out.
See, Maynor's got to shoot the ball. 2 straight possessions where he put his team in a bad possession or position as Ibaka makes the jump hook because he's turning down shots. If you won't shoot open shots, you can't play.
Ibaka shot that one, and he's got a couple of buckets. And he's only 20 years old, Ibaka, the rookie, who played overseas for a couple of years before coming to the NBA. As Odom gets fouled, puts it in, and one. Kristich picks up his second personal.
And Mike, that's the second time they've allowed a lob pass from the corner against the front. To me, that's a great pass by Farmar. Kristich is just a little late, but you have to deny that pass to the corner so they can't triangle the ball in.
You make a great point, Coach. Everybody has got to understand what we're doing. If you're fronting, then that's a deny in the corner or it's ball pressure. And then if the lob is over the top, that weak side guy has got to find a way to come up and disrupt that pass.
Yeah, they have to. Kristich either has to steal that lob or he has to seal so that Odom doesn't have momentum to get a three-point play opportunity.
2 minutes gone by here in the second. Lakers by one. Maynard gets in the paint this time. And Odom the board. Odom leading the break. Ibaka goes for the fake. Farmar left open. Jordan Farmar can't connect. And Green takes it away from Bynum. Kristich is open. Nice pass. The fake and gets hammered by Odom. And that's the second foul on Lamar Odom. And Nathan Kristich continues to have a strong start.
You know, Mike, you touched on it. Here's a guy I called his games for 3 years when he was with the Nets. He was arguably one of the best big men in basketball. On the offensive end, outstanding in pick and pop situations, had skill level, a high skill level on the block, and was a big time rebounder. He was on his way to being an elite big man in this league.
And then his third year, as he was playing so well, he had that bad ACL, tore up his knee. The left knee missed the rest of the season and the start of the next season. And slowly worked his way back. Actually went to Russia for a little bit, played before returning to the NBA. Reminder, Amazing is being here. Season tickets for 2010-2011 on sale now. Go to NBA.com/tickets to reserve your seats. The NBA, where Amazing happens. 11 points for Kristich as Brown knocks it down. 1 point Laker lead. To Green, open three, that's good. Oklahoma City with a big sigh when Green knocks it down. They really need him to start shooting the ball. His first field goal. He was just 6 of 22 from three-point range before hitting that one. Brown, again, Shannon Brown, a real spark off the bench. 7 points in 6 minutes.
At some point, you got to make the adjustment as a defender. Realize that he's knocking down shots, he's aggressive, but you have to force him to put the ball on the floor and make a play.
There's Harden. Harden's been a different player at home than on the road in this series. This is that one. He back to the rebound, and he got hit by Farmar. And we'll have a timeout. Shannon Brown had a big playoffs last year for the Mark.
Playing pool, 3-ball corner pocket. Great minutes off the bench by Shannon Brown, knocking down the long ball. And how about Kobe? Loving the way his sub is having an impact on the ball game.
Taco Bell update right now over on ESPN2. The Denver Nuggets trying to stave off elimination and getting a lot of help from Carmelo Anthony. The pinch and the layup at the other end right now. The Denver Nuggets leading the Utah Jazz. Actually, the Jazz have just taken the league by 1. Back to you guys.
All right, Mark. Scotty Brooks is keeping an eye on that Denver-Utah series, not only because the winner of this series plays the winner of that, but because George Karl has become a very good friend. He was an assistant of Karl in Denver for 3 years and says Karl had an enormous impact on his coaching career.
He wanted me to improve as a coach, and he gave me advice. He said, Scott, I don't want you to do what normal assistants do. And he said, I want you to look at the game and look at this team as if you were the head coach. And you know, the way George talks is, you know, he says a few other things with that, but he gave me a chance to really focus on being a head coach while I was an assistant, and I felt that was kind on his part.
Well, he's thinking about his former boss, as Karl finishing up his chemotherapy and dealing with the cancer. He says they've been texting back and forth and hopes he gets back in the gym because he says nothing will make George Karl feel better than getting back in the gym. And as always, we send along our best wishes to George Karl. There you see Scotty Brooks, the coach of the year. His first team he ever coached was in the ABA, the South California Surf. That was back in 2001. So he paid his dues in the minor leagues. He said he drove the van for the team, taped the ankles. So they had some times they would drive into games and they'd get a phone call the game was canceled. That's the kind of league it was at times, but it really helped him learn how to be a coach.
And a very interesting substitution by Phil Jackson. Shannon Brown, who was rolling, gets taken out as Durant loses the ball out of bounds. And that is the hard part for role players. You're playing good, but because Kobe Bryant needs to be back in the game, and Farmar they must like in a matchup against Maynor and now Westbrook, you find yourself sitting after getting off to a very hot start.
But you give Shannon Brown a lot of credit because there are a lot of guys in this league that be frustrated and lost the rest of the way. He's a guy that's proven to stay ready.
Farmar knocks it down. The bench for the Lakers very strong here in the second quarter. 15 points for the Laker bench.
And just as I talked about it, Farmar knocks a shot down and Fish and Brown on the bench standing up flat.
Walton comes the other way. Walton missed most of the year. Still trying to find his rhythm. Alley-oop to Bynum. Good defense from Kristich. And he stepped out of bounds. Just a second turnover.
Lakers getting very good play from their bench, especially the backcourt guys. Brown and Farmar aggressive, giving quality offense.
Well, and that's what the Lakers have more than the Thunder, which is shooting to surround the best players. So as Gasol put that down, Westbrook came to help. Gasol put it right on point to Farmar, and he knocked it in.
Westbrook kicks it out. Open look for Green. Way off the mark. But Kristich the rebound. Durant hits a three. His first field goal after missing his initial 7 shots. Thunder back within 1. Bryant gets inside. Again, the left hand. Approaching the midway point here in the second quarter. Nice feed inside. Ibaka blocked, but a foul. Kobe Bryant picks up his first. And Serge Ibaka to the free throw line. One of the more interesting stories in the NBA. Scotty Brooks loves this young man. Ibaka, again, 20 years old. Grew up in the Republic of Congo. Both his mother and his father were players. They played on the national team. His father was a very good player. In fact, his father wore number 9. That's why Ibaka wears a tribute of his dad. He started playing when he was just a little kid. He was 7 years old. Said he played every day. And at age 17, he left the family to pursue a basketball career. First France, then Spain. He was drafted by the Oklahoma City Thunder. First round pick late in 2008. Played in Spain after the draft last year. And this year has come on. He's learning English. He's learning to play in the NBA. And he is an exciting young player.
And this is going to be a big summer for him because he can make the jump from good to outstanding. With hard work, and from him, I hang around this place the entire offseason to get better.
Well, to me, he can make the jump. He can handle bigger minutes. He could be a starting caliber player.
He's playing 6 more minutes a game in the playoffs than he did in the regular season as Kristich knocks it out of bounds. And we'll have a timeout. David Kristich, the leading scorer in the game. He has 11.
And this is the second drive, the running left-hand hook by Bryant. His second made left-hand layup. Lakers up 2.
2010 NBA playoffs continue. Our NBA calendar tomorrow on TNT. Game 1. Conference semifinals in the East. The Celtics and Cavs from Cleveland. And on Sunday, there'll definitely be one Game 7. Milwaukee playing at Atlanta. Hawks winning earlier tonight. And we'll either have Game 7 of this series or Game 1 of the Western Conference semifinal. Cleveland and Boston continue next Friday on ESPN with Game 3, same as Phoenix and San Antonio. Meanwhile, the surprise leading scorer for the Oklahoma City Thunder, Nate Kristic.
Stepping up to the challenge. You had to match the level of play of the Laker bigs, and certainly Kristic has done that. Knocking down the jump shot to start the ball game. Moving without the basketball, and then attacking the offensive boards. Pursuing the ball, hustle, the basket, and the foul. Great start for Kristic.
Kristic grew up in Serbia, the same hometown as Vlade Divac. How about Divac? He just got to be named the president of his country's president of the Olympic Committee in Serbia.
He's probably teaching the flop as we speak right now.
He's the gold medalist in that.
Shot clock down to 5. Gasol out to Fisher. Open 3. Knocks it down. Derek Fisher with 6 points.
And those are shots that the Thunder are willing to give up. I would rather see in that position there's no danger to the post guy. Let him play Gasol one-on-one off of the paint area.
Lakers 5 of 8 from three-point range.
And with this big lineup, Fisher is guarding Westbrook.
Nice move from Durant. That's the matchup Oklahoma City likes, which you just said, Jeff.
And I think Durant got going off a scramble three-point shot. You never want to gift a great scorer a wide-open look, and that's how he got started. Now finish the drive.
Gasol, good defense from Kristic. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. And a new 24.
And Mark, you're right. That time gave a little bit less help. Westbrook didn't turn his body and made Gasol try to take a turnaround to the baseline.
Odom couldn't hold on. Ibaka, quick outlet. Here comes Durant. Bumped by Artest and knocked to the ground. And Durant wisely threw it up at the basket, so he'll shoot free throws. Ron Artest picks up his first.
Get stops and push the basketball. Now Artest can't keep a body on Durant as a tougher matchup because he's coming full steam ahead. You put him in position to score the basketball.
Durant, again, for his size, his ability to put the ball on the floor. He gets that free throw to hit the front of the rim and go forward. Oklahoma City back within 2. Again, they've shot free throws so well. They're tops in the playoffs thus far as a team, 83%. And tonight, as a team, they're 11 of 12. So they're not shooting the ball well again here tonight, but they're hitting their free throws, and they have just 1 turnover, and there's 4.5 to play in the second. Fisher out to Artest. 2-pointer on Artest. Ibaka with his 4th rebound. Westbrook, feed to Green. Stripped down low. I think it was Odom that got a piece. Bryant kicks it out. Fisher. Gasol, nice pass to Odom. Wow, Gasol, what a pretty bounce pass.
He's ridiculously multifaceted. The ability to score in the post, to pass off the dribble.
Durant, quick catch and shoot.
Did you just say ridiculously multifaceted?
Yes.
We got too much free time, man.
Bryant. And he's fouled on his way to the basket before the shot. They're not the penalty.
And this is ridiculously multifaceted. Look away, bounce pass to a cutting Odom. Hey, you would be looking for point guards who could make that play. Not 7-foot low post destroyers.
He's got 3 assists already tonight, in addition to 10 rebounds. There's a nice pass, Bryant, to Gasol. This time the beneficiary, and the Lakers back up by 6.
He's ridiculously multifaceted.
Listen, they have won 77% of their games since they got him.
Since he's been here, they've been to 2 NBA Finals. Certainly a chance for a third, and a long way to go for that. They've won a championship. He just makes winning plays.
I say ridiculously, you say multifaceted. Ridiculously, multifaceted. Ridiculously, multifaceted.
Coverage of the 136th Kentucky Derby begins on ESPN Saturday morning with Continental Tire today at the Kentucky Derby, where you'll get all the inside information for the most exciting 2 minutes in sports. Continental Tire today at the Kentucky Derby on ESPN Saturday at 11 Eastern. Saturday, will the Oklahoma City Thunder be traveling to LA for a Game 7? Or will they be cleaning out their lockers? This Game 6, an elimination game. Lakers leading 3 games to 2. Thunder, though, so tough at home. And a foul call. Fisher, or is it Artest? It's Ron Artest. That's 2 on Artest.
And if you're a small guard and you're willing to set screens, particularly in the penalty, learn how to flop and take the contact. I thought the foul was against Westbrook as he set the screen and Artest ran through it.
And clearly it was.
And if I'm Phil Jackson, I'm saying, hey, that's not Durant shooting.
Yeah, he's up. I think he's going to say that as he strolls to half court. Durant, as we said, an incredible free throw shooter. Kenny Maradou's talking to a couple of Phil Jackson's players and can't hear Jackson. he's whistling at him. Now he goes. That's exactly what he's saying, Jeff. And Durant, despite 2 of 10 from the field, has 12 points because he's been to the line 8 times.
Hey, and that's smart by Durant. You shoot 90%, go there every time.
Bryant looking. Kristen knocked it away. And they say last touch by Bryant. Thunder get it back. Just the 3rd turnover by the Lakers. Under 3 to play. And Fisher with the foul. More free throws. 3 fouls on Fisher.
And I don't like that switch by Derek Fisher. That's a switch of convenience instead of a switch out of necessity. The size advantage by Durant is just too great to make that switch. Artest has just got to negotiate that screen. Here you see Westbrook setting a good solid screen, but they don't need to switch that. And good move by Durant to rip that ball over and force Fisher to foul.
Timeout here late in the 2nd quarter.
是先过呢，你很牛哦。
Back at Oklahoma City, Lakers leading by 4. Coming up at halftime, the Toyota halftime show. We'll join Mark Jones, Jamal Mashburn, and Byron Scott. Hawks-Bucks will go to Game 7. Atlanta wins on the road earlier today, and the Nuggets will try and stay alive. They've got a Game 6 in Utah. Fisher will sit with the 3 fouls. And Mark, what do you think's going through his head right now? Here's this guy who's been such a terrific pro. He's got 4 rings, getting on later in his career. He has so much pride. Yet now, people are talking about, okay, he goes up against Russell Westbrook. What an advantage for the young point guard. Look at all the young point guards. Darren Williams, Chris Paul, Derrick Rose, Tyreek Evans, the Rookie of the Year. He's got to face these guys night in and night out. And now hearing how he can't stay up with them, yet somehow he finds a way.
He's thinking what he's thought his entire career. Go out and do your job. If you go out and do your job, you put your team in position to win ball games. He's a consummate pro, and he's a guy that doesn't take it personal as far as going head-to-head against these guys. He wants to be the last one standing, and time again, he's been that guy.
And to me, he's had a maturity about him to accept his role from day one, never wanting more than he should have had.
With more on that, let's go to Lisa.
Hey, Mike. Well, I talked to Brian Shaw before the game about just that. How is Derek Fisher taking the fact that he was taken off of Russell Westbrook? And he said Derek is a professional. He knows that some guys are better suited to play other guys. He said, for example, Boston. Kobe Bryant does not play Ray Allen when they're they're playing the Celtics, Derek Fisher does, because Kobe can't be running off the screens that Ray Allen causes. So Derek knows that there are some situations where he's better suited to play defense on other guys.
No, he lacks in quickness. He has in savvy and certainly experience. Also Westbrook, just one of the latest young point guards. The foul is on Ibaka. So many terrific young point guards, and congratulations to Tyreke Evans for winning Rookie of the Year, the terrific Sacramento King guard. As Bryant misses a free throw.
Oh, well deserved, Tyreke Evans. I will go back to this, though. Derek Fisher is going to be forced to defend Westbrook in this series. I think what Kobe Bryant has allowed him to do is witness how you can most effectively defend Westbrook. So I think Fisher will have success because of the job that Bryant has done.
Bryant 1 for 2. The Lakers by 3. Kobe Bryant has 12 points. Westbrook goes backdoor, deflected by Artest. Shannon Brown up and under, and goes, he goes down hard. Just an awkward fall for Shannon Brown as Green picks up his second. He's been a good spark off the bench.
Good job by Bryant advancing the basketball, and that's just good basketball foul. Not allowing him to have a highlight dunk, forcing him to go to the line. And I like that nobody overreacted. Not the Lakers bench, no Thunder player, no Laker player. That's good old-fashioned, hard playoff basketball.
Well, as you mentioned, part of Phil Jackson's team last year that won the championship. Let's listen to some recent huddles from both coaches.
The last 2 times we got stopped. Don't worry about what we do on offense. Let's worry about what we do on defense. We are figuring it out. You're figuring it out. You're figuring it out. You're figuring it out. Keep playing. Keep playing.
Don't let this team get second shots and beat us. Come on.
Challenge yourself every time down the court. Get a stop.
The urgent messages in an elimination game. Josh Powell is checked in for LA. Kristich left open. Short. Ibaka tips it right out to Durant. Durant all the way to the basket. Can't get it to go. Rebound Ibaka. Lost it. Diving on the ball. Brown lost it. Still loose. Powell dives on it. Kristich had it, but he was out of bounds. Excellent hustle from both teams.
That's inspiring basketball across the board. I played for this guy next to me, and I know he's speechless watching that effort.
That's what you want to see. You want to see your guys want to win. If you want to win, put your face on the ground, attack the loose ball.
5 different guys diving on the floor as we're under 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Durant on Bryant. Bryant, stutter move, kicks it out. Artest, a 3. Won't go. Kristich, another rebound. 8 rebounds for Kristich here in the first half. Westbrook the drive, blocked by Gasol. Brown, nice pass to Powell. And Powell got pushed from behind by Durant. Crowd wanted to travel. Instead, Durant's second personal.
Watching Kobe Bryant, what I will say is he has a lot more bounce on the offensive end. He's getting to his spots, but right now he's looking to make plays, so he's giving up the basketball. There's going to come a point in this game where he's going to turn on offensively. You can tell he has a lively body tonight.
And what I like is when Durant is on him, they're running pick and rolls to try to make the long, thin body of Durant negotiate the screen. Instead of putting him in isolation situations where it's difficult for him to get a quality shot over Durant, I think the pick and roll is leading to some good, solid shot opportunities for the Lakers.
Al knocks down a pair, and the Lakers back up by 6. Durant having another rough shooting night so far from the field. Ibaka left open. Gasol with his 11th rebound of the first half. Under a minute remaining. Pass deflected by Westbrook. Westbrook on the drive. Felt the contact and threw it up in the basket as Josh Powell picks up the personal, and Kristich comes up hobbling.
And even though Westbrook got bailed out with a foul there, he had guys wide open. To try to teach this young player how to make the right decision earlier in that possession in transition, he had Jeff Green open on the wing. He's not a natural point guard. He didn't play the position, so there's still going to be a learning curve for him to be making the right decisions. Right there, Jeff Green on your left-hand side is wide open. He forced it into traffic, got the foul call, but it wasn't the right decision.
And I like that he talked about it early on. He says, hey, after practice, before practice, I spend time with Mo Cheeks, a guy that's a champion, former head coach and former great point guard for the 76ers and numerous other teams. He spends time with Mo, and Mo breaks down game film with only to make him better.
Bryant looks up, backs in on Green. Durant goes to help. Bad pass from Bryant. Westbrook drives in, flips it up. Ibaka the rebound. Head fake, goes back up, blocked by Gasol, but a foul. Kobe Bryant upset with Pau Gasol. He felt that his pass was fine. Gasol just wasn't ready. He's yelling at him there.
But his turnovers are coming off of going up in the air to pass versus going up in the air to shoot. He and Gasol have had miscommunication, but when a player goes up in the air, it's got to be up in the air to shoot and then see a pass.
You know, gave him credit a couple of minutes ago looking to make plays, but at some point you have to make the adjustment, look to be a scorer. This is one-on-one basketball. Either give it up or get a look, but you have to get rid of the basketball, and he's upset at Pau Gasol in that situation. I'd like to see Pau Gasol say, no, that's your fault. That's a bad play on your behalf. That's not on me.
Ibaka missed the first.
And by the way, I don't think that's happening. Okay, just to clarify that. I mean, a guy who lives at the Opera is not verbally challenging Kobe Bryant.
Ibaka, 1 of 2, upset with himself for missing the first. Shot clock and game clock nearly identical as we wind down the first half. And this crowd, many of them on their feet. Cephalosha back in guarding Bryant. Bryant to drive. Tough shot. Knocks it down with 4.6 remaining. Westbrook fires it away. And that will end the first half. Trying to draw a foul. And Kobe Bryant with 14 points. Already with more points than he's had in the previous 2 games. As the Lakers will go into the locker room with a 6-point lead. Kevin Durant and the Thunder shooting just 33% from the field. Durant just 2 of 11. But the free throws really helping him. Get to the line 21 times. Kobe Bryant, the leading scorer with 14. He's with Lisa.
Thank you, Mike. Kobe, you guys were up 9. I asked Phil what happened. He said they went big, and that kind of changed the game. In what way?
Well, you know, they got us in an early penalty. And, you know, they were able to get some easy baskets off of our rotation.
Now, for you, Kevin Durant guarding you, you've been able to effectively come off the screens. What's the key to that working tonight for you?
It's getting spacing. That's all, spacing.
Thanks for your time. Mike.
Short and sweet, Lisa, as Bryant heads to the locker room. Halftime, and the Toyota Halftime Show is coming up. Mark Jones, Jamal Mashburn, Byron Scott. Atlanta Hawks win on the road to force the Game 7. They'll have the highlights. And the Nuggets trying to stay alive with a win on the road in Game 6 tonight in Utah. And a very important night in the NBA. 3 Game 6s, including here in Oklahoma City. The Thunder trying to keep their season alive and force a Game 7 Sunday in Los Angeles. Lakers trying to wrap it up. After 2 quarters, Lakers by 6.